All right, topic number 2. We mentioned the Jets and how it's not about the coordinators. It's going to be about the quarterback this year for them as far as being competitive. There's a list of quarterbacks that I saw. I don't even know who had it, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. Top 12 quarterbacks that'll be available here. Bada Booms, I want to get your thoughts as a diehard Jet fan. I'm still patient with this team. I don't want them to draft a quarterback here, but the list of available quarterbacks: Kyler Murray, Daniel Jones, Malik Willis, Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, Marcus Mariota, Tua Tagovailoa, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, odds are you're going to get one of those guys. That is just brutal, dude. And then so I don't want them to draft a quarterback. Maybe they make a trade for a quarterback, which I wouldn't imagine. Maybe like a veteran guy. Maybe that's a possibility. But if they are, and I would assume that they are, in on one of these top 12 quarterbacks, I'd want no part of Cousins, no part of Geno, Malik Willis, maybe Daniel Jones. I think Kyler Murray, and I know that's probably going to be the popular, I wouldn't touch Mariota. Rodgers, obviously, we know it's not going to happen. Tua, I would be intrigued about. I know people dismiss him. Murray, Tua, I would be intrigued about. Russell Wilson, no. Fields, obviously, no. Trey Lance, no. And Garoppolo, also hard no for me. You have a name from that list that you want your Jets to go out there and get to be competitive this year?
Wait, why isn't Rodgers going to happen? Did I miss something?
Yeah. No. Good sell on that with the deadpan face. Okay, you have a.
It's not deadpan, Sal. When we start talking about the green and white, that's when my blood really starts going.
Did
I'm
I
really
miss
not.
something? By the way, did you get the package I sent you yet?
No.
Okay. I sent you a nice little gift pack.
Oh, I didn't see your package. I'm going to have to look for it.
I sent it out on Saturday. You should have gotten it by now. It's Wednesday morning.
You really shouldn't be sending your package, Sal. A lot of people get clipped for that. We're trying to get this show going and
gift package.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Yes, come
on. Wrong
bold
guy. Wrong
Get
bold
your head
guy.
out of the gutter.
Yeah.
There's his 22-year-old humor. All right, go ahead. Get to the Jets.
Yeah. So all of those answers are kind of awful. Oh, I don't want any of them. You said no Cousins, but I'm starting to get to the point, and I had a lovely phone call with one of the great Jet fans of all time recently.
Oh, how'd that happen?
My great boss put me on. He gave me put-ons, if you will. And said Jet fan, and I don't want to blow his spot up, but said Jet fan told me that if Chambliss is there at 2 to take Chambliss, to which I politely disagreed with him, even though it's hard for me to, to combat him. But I love Chambliss, Sal. I love Chambliss. So my thought process.
But not at 2?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen the mock draft. You're more into that, and obviously we'll do some stuff on that coming up. But
I think you got to think forward. And let's not try to solve the world in one night with Kyler Murray or Daniel Jones. No offense. I actually think Daniel Jones started off pretty good this year. Here goes the guy blowing his nose again.
No, I'm not blowing my nose. My wife's got the flu. I think I'm starting to get a little bit of a cold here. So I'm trying to do it while you're talking. You're not going to post this clip anyway. You didn't need to bring attention to it. See, this is another thing that's a rookie mistake by you. Just talk. You're talking. This is the time for me to wipe my nose a little bit.
Oh, my bad. You're a little Shangad. I'll let you just do whatever you got to do in the corner there, Moby. I think let's get a guy who can teach, whether it be Chambliss the ropes or Grant Newsmeyer. Are you familiar with the Newsmeyer?
No. Don't hit me with the college names yet. I'm not ready.
You don't know who Newsmeyer is? He was a huge thing last year. Whatever. Besides the point. Let's think about, for lack of better words, getting.
So do you want them to draft? You want them to draft a guy?
Not in the first round. I want a lottery ticket. I want a guy in the second round because we have 18 picks in the first 2 rounds.
So guess what? Either way, that brings us back to who's going to be the starting quarterback this year.
So somebody who's been on the road a lot, who's been many places, who can tell them about all their mistakes. In a perfect world, I would get Josh McCown, but he's not playing quarterback anymore. I would have got Josh McCown to be the OC if they could have, to be honest with you. I think he's getting to the point where he's a year away from being a year away.
How about the HC? That would be the ultimate goal there. Get a young guy like that, the offensive mind. Anyway, you still didn't answer.
No, I did. I said Cousins. I did.
You want Cousins, huh?
I'm so turned off by the way. Show him the ropes a little bit. Oh, you're going to talk about the documentary? Talk about the documentary.
No, I didn't watch that. I have not watched that. People did like him, and I'm turned off by what he did in Atlanta. He was a disaster. Watching him in Atlanta, he's horrible, dude. He can't.
Oh, I was talking about the Jet documentary.
No,
when he made a little YouTube movie to get the Jets to give him an offer, and then he took the Jet offer. And
well, when he went to Minnesota.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
No, I thought you were talking about the quarterback. What's that quarterback show?
Oh, no, that's something
quarterbacks.
completely different. So when you had him, essentially, I know you don't like to break kayfabe because you're a Falcons fan, but you have some thought process on this.
He just wasn't very good. I mean, I didn't love the idea of going after him to begin with, giving him all that money. I never thought that Kirk Cousins was good. Maybe when he was with Washington a little bit as a backup, I thought he was okay. There were times where I was like, okay, he could be, maybe this guy's going to have a shot. Outside of
You
that,
like that?
yeah, his attitude, fine, whatever. And I don't know, like, I didn't watch the quarterback show, so I don't know his personality. Yeah, he could be a leader. I think he's got those intangibles. He also was selfish in Atlanta, was pissed off that they drafted Penix, which was to me the right move.
Yeah, that was weird.
You know what he is? I hate to say this. He's washed up. He is washed up. So why not go out there and try with Kyler Murray, who at least is like better at what Justin Fields was supposed to do last year? He's better than Fields is. Okay, yeah, we know he's not great. He's not going to live up to the number one pick status that he was, but that to me would be a better option than going after Kirk Cousins, who I just think is washed. I mean,
Well,
that list, yeah, good.
let's be serious. Run 46-year-old Sal Licata with I don't know how many bad knees you got out there. You're probably better than Justin Fields too. He can't hit a screen pass. He can't throw the
No,
ball over the middle of the field.
no, my knees are fine, but I'm not mobile. But I also like I can't throw the football either. So Justin Fields and I have that in
Can you
common.
give me a
Neither of us
little?
can throw it. No, I'm
Let's
not
just
giving
see
you.
what you're working with.
No,
No, you're
no,
not
I
going to get
don't.
the hips involved.
I was a baseball player, not a football player.
What position did you play?
It depends on what year, but some short, some second. I was a middle infielder mostly. Yeah,
Little league or
pitched a little bit.
travel or what do you?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Yeah,
Nice,
I
nice. Well,
stopped in like ninth grade. Ninth grade was my last year playing.
yeah, the politics get bad in baseball. But going back to the Jet quarterback situation there, what is present to me the opportunity for Kyler? Is that they cut him and we can sign him at a minimum because he's getting paid?
I have
What's the
no idea.
situation?
I'm going off the list of available quarterbacks here. So, I mean, probably they cut him. Obviously, you don't think Matt LaFleur is going to want to, or Mike LaFleur is going to want to work with him in Arizona. He's going to want his own guy in there, I would think. I have no idea. It just said a list of available quarterbacks, and Kyler Murray's name has been up there. He was actually atop that list, but none of them are appealing. The
Why do
point
they
is, the
keep
Jets are
saying
going
that
to be
he's
in the.
available though? He's not available yet. They have to make
Well,
a decision on him first.
okay, well, maybe they're going to make the decision that everybody expects them to make, move on, because you probably get a ton of guaranteed money coming to him.
Hmm.
He's one of the guys, though, that keeps coming up. Same thing with Tua. Those are the two that I would eye. I don't want any part of Geno Smith, obviously. No part of Kirk Cousins. I would go after Kyler Murray, Tua Tagovailoa. I'm not taking Trey Lance and taking a chance on him again.
No,
You have to get a competent quarterback here to get the offense moving in the right direction. Even Daniel Jones, who I don't love, I think he's a much better option than a lot of the other names on that list.
Tua and DJ, I really started to like DJ after last year. I don't think New York is good for this right here
Yeah.
for like a
For who?
Mesa.
For
For
Tua or
both
DJ?
of them, I
Okay.
think in another world, if Tua was the Jet quarterback, had the same level of success, and then went to the Dolphins, he would be good. But when you flip it, and he's got to go from Miami to New York, where they barely care about football in Miami.
Yeah.
You see what I'm doing there? But you had a good name that you brought up in there that I thought was a good tie-in, and I lost. Oh, I just thought of it. Let's call Shanahan and ask him what do we have to do for Mac Jones? Because if they tell me a third-round pick, I'm shooting it over in an instance.
Yeah, I mean that might be the best thing to do. You don't know if he's going to be able to be available, whatever. Anyway, we have plenty of time for that. I just saw the list and thought it was an interesting.
He's the next Darnold. He's going to be the next reclamation project that somebody gets right off of.
To get the Jets back to being competitive. Forget about being a playoff team. They're going to need a quarterback this year. I would not draft one. Now you've already gotten plenty of airtime here in the first 20 minutes of the show.
I know. I was just doing a little emote there.
Well, I was going to keep you on here because there have been people that have been, I've been getting constructive criticism about the show and some of the clips. And I've had now multiple people reach out and take issue. They're asking me, hey, do you edit these things? I say, no, I got my guy badabooms on it. And some people are like, hey, well, the logo is, you have too many logos going on. And then there was some stuff where the logo is drowning me out. So just to give you, I don't know if you're more worried about being on the air with me or what, but there have been some feedback that I'm getting, constructive criticism headed your way. You are the sole producer of the show. You handle the clips and the graphics and editing, all that stuff. I got bigger shit to worry about. No offense. I was even telling one of my good friends, he's like, hey, man, everything looks good, but just too many logos. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit. I got a million. The last thing that I care about is how many logos are on there, what the clip looks like. Get the clip out, get the content out It's got to be the right clip. That's where I'm at trying to build this thing out. Not necessarily how it looks, but I did get multiple texts or DMs about maybe the look of it. Do you care to respond to the constructive criticism that we've gotten from people on the way that the clips have looked on social media?
Yeah, I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna say thanks everybody for supporting the show and watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and sharing. I really appreciate your feedback and thank you for responding and being a fan.
Okay, you going to adjust accordingly, or what? How?
Thank you for being a fan. So, oh well,
All
I
right.
will say one thing actually. There is truth to the matter with the. We had a few clips with 3 logos. That's because we got clip robbed with the Rollins stuff, and
Oh, like they were just aggregating it and not giving us credit.
yeah, and I was reaching out to these people, like telling them, like, "Hey, just give the show credit," and they were putting at badabooms. I was like, "No, I said give the show credit. At
Right.
badabooms does Ungats for the Sal Licata Show." Like,
Right. No, it does something for badabooms, not
no,
Sal
I know you
Licata.
make that joke that like I get it. We're working a
Well, I
shoot.
mean,
That's funny and
I
stuff.
saw it that day. No, those Rollins clips were getting picked up. I saw it that day, but it was all at badabooms, nothing to do with me.
I was pimping it out too. I was like, I say, hey, here's the link to the show. Like it, subscribe, comment, leave a
They're
comment,
not going
use
to
the
do
hype
that. They're going to
button.
rip the. You give them the content. They want the content. They don't want to give anybody else any shine. They're
There,
aggregators. That's what they do.
there was
This
like
isn't real media.
Argentina WWE pages that were adding bada booms, and I couldn't even read like it was in Spanish or whatever. I'm sorry if they don't speak Spanish. I don't know the right. And they were adding me. I'm like, no, I didn't say at me. No, no. So it made it look like I was pimping myself out when I wasn't. But to everybody giving advice, thank you for being a fan. Continue to support. We really appreciate the feedback.
Okay, and we have badabooms. You know, that's the clean version of it. Last night I was getting some texts that
I didn't know
weren't
you
so
were putting
nice.
me on blast like this, but I'll if you
No,
really
no,
you
you don't
want
have to go
juice,
over
you
it.
I'll
I'm
give you
not.
juice if you want juice. I
No,
got a
no,
line for you.
no, I don't. I'm just saying that we can leave some to the imagination. I'm just saying that you were rightfully not defensive, but strong in your stance, and I trust you with this stuff. So we appreciate the feedback from everybody, but I trust you with this stuff. So it's not perfect. We're learning progress. Man, I'm not perfect either. I'm in episode 14. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, we're just trying to have some fun, talk some sports.
There's a labor of love that goes into my stuff, Sal, and you know this. I take a lot of pride in it. It doesn't take 15 seconds to do that work. You know, sometimes it take if I'm if I do have 2 other jobs. So when I'm doing those 2 other jobs besides the one that involves me being in a car, I'm doing that work. I'm on the phone with people. I'm trying to get money, but at the same time, I'm making sure the details are down. Sometimes a thing or two
I don't
slips.
want to hear the excuses. I'm going to tell you what
No,
Mike
what?
used
That's
to.
not an
Mike,
excuse.
this is what Francesca used to tell us when we were younger. Show me the baby. You know what that means?
Exactly. No, exactly. That's
Show
how
me
I'm
the
about.
baby.
What was the text that I sent you last night about head down?
Yeah, okay.
Head
Show me the
down,
baby.
keep grinding.
I don't want to hear show me the baby. And I think you've
No,
done a good job of that.
it's not excuses, but there. What's the song? Hating from outside the club, you barely can get in.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. All right.
Yeah, you know that
We'll
song.
we'll get back to you in a little bit here. Let me get back to doing